this week we're unwrapping Red One, a 2024 holiday blockbuster starring Dwayne Johnson and Chris Evans. Directed by Jake Kasdan, this action-packed Christmas tale takes on a high-stakes mission to save Santa Claus himself. But does this festive action flick bring the holiday magic, or is it just a big-budget lump of coal? Find out on Flick Flops.
Yeah. Gary, this was, I love this behind me. Krampus. This was good. This is fun. This
Krampus.
Krampus. Let's do our...
You got some RTs on
I don't. Talk for a minute while I try to find it.
So Rotten Tomatoes is our movie aggregator, movie review aggregator that we go to find out what the poll of the audience and the critics, what do they think about these films? You don't need me to tell you what Rotten Tomatoes is. I'm just stalling because Andy is slow.
Didn't do his homework.
Andy's doing the little clickety clicks on the keyboard and trying to figure it out.
I'm doing it.
And he's a lot slower than I actually expected. I thought he'd be.
It's not going well.
I might have to look it up at this point.
All right, here we go. So Rotten Tomatoes, as Gary just mentioned, is what we usually go to, and that's the one that everybody knows as the big where you go to get your film reviews. And I don't know how people really trust Rotten Tomatoes. I mean, I
trust the audience more than anything.
So that's what I'm getting at. I take it with a grain of salt. So this one, Red One, is coming in hot with the critics, Gary, at 30%. So they have it as rotten. But the popcorn meter, which would be the audience, the general, the schlubs like us, the working class heroes, 90%, Gary.
90%? Interesting.
90. So that's a huge swing there in like and dislike.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Do you want to do our reviews here real quick so we can move on and discuss?
Yes.
Shall we?
Yes, let's run that beautiful ratings footage.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
A quick reminder that our rating system is unconventional. We don't hand out stars, we hand out poos and TPs, up to 5 of them. And just to add more confusion, the more we give, the crappier we think the film is. Crappier, get it? Yeah, it's dumb, but that's the way we do it. All right, so Andy, let me go first.
Yeah.
And I want to go first this time specifically because we just mentioned that with Rotten Tomatoes, I tend to look at the audience score as more of generally in line with what I think, and not so much necessarily with the critics. However, I'm coming in, as you like to say, hot. Andy, I'm coming in hot this week with a 3 TP showing on Red One.
Yeah.
3 TP, lots of paper.
So I was teetering between 2 different ratings. I will echo you. I will go with 3.
Okay.
Now I'll say that it's a 3 leaning towards 2.5. So, there were things I liked about it, and I was pleasantly surprised by it. But some things were just like, eh. And mainly for me, I don't know if you want to go ahead and dive into this, but mainly for me. My only issue with this, my real issue, which kind of pushed it to the 3, it's long. 2 hours and 2 minutes, unnecessarily long.
Yeah.
Look, I'm not opposed to a long movie. I get it. Sometimes the story needs to be told, but this just seemed to, there were some unnecessarily long parts of this movie. But look, this thing is a special effects extravaganza. This guy behind me, Krampus, was awesome.
And the Krampus was cool. Hey, real quick on the timing thing. You know, this movie I think is a good movie for a family if you're looking for something at the holidays to go.
Yeah.
And with that in mind, I think that's what makes the runtime such a misstep. If this thing was tighter and quicker, coming in at like a hour and a half, I think you've got a pretty good movie for a family to go see. And I don't think it's a horrible movie.
No.
But go ahead. Yeah, you were saying the special effects.
Well, yeah, I mean, this thing is just look. The premise alone is good. I enjoyed the premise. Dwayne Johnson is kind of the Secret Service to J.K. Simmons, Santa Claus, so to speak. Not spoiler. And the idea is funny that he's got to keep him safe and protected, and that's a pretty cool thing. And a lot of the little things they do to explain things in the movie about Christmas and how Santa can get all the way around the world and deliver presents to every kid, it's pretty good. A lot of little long-running mythos, so to speak, the bad boy, the list. Chris Evans, he's great in it. It's just, I said, I think the three comes to me just because it's long. I took Teresa and I went and saw this, and she really enjoyed it. At the end, she's like, "Man, I thought she was bored."
Yeah,
because she kept tapping her phone. I'm like, "Oh man, she wants out of this film. I got to see the end of this. I can't walk out of another movie. I catch hell for that."
Yeah,
But at the end, she's like, "Man, that was fun, wasn't it?" And I was like, "I cannot read you at all."
I'll say fun, yes. Long, definitely. I'll say The Rock plays The Rock. He plays the same character he plays in every film.
He does.
Chris Evans plays Chris Evans. He plays the same character that he plays in almost every film.
Yeah.
Except for and I mean the affect that he puts on, not it's definitely not the Captain America. It's more of the sarcastic person that he plays in a lot of his films. But I think my issue with this movie isn't just the running time. I think a lot of it was it's weird. It's a weird movie to me to think that if this movie was 10 years ago, I probably would have really enjoyed it. And looking at it now, it's like we've got great effects. Yes. We've got the whole buddy cop kind of set up. Yes. We've got all the right elements, but somehow it doesn't work completely. And I don't even know how to put my finger on it.
It's like a superhero film, which I'm done with superhero.
Maybe that's what it is. It could be fatigue from that kind of thing.
So that's how I was feeling. I'm like, this could easily have been a superhero movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's superheroes based on Santa.
Yeah.
That's what it is. You got this dunderhead here. You got the villain kind of guy here, which, by the way, the whole Krampus scene I loved.
Yeah.
Loved every aspect of it, I going into it, like tells Evans, don't touch anything.
Right. And I like you said, the inventiveness of the how Santa gets all the presents and stuff going. That's a great sequence too in the movie.
Yeah.
But overall, it's still, I walked out of it thinking, meh. I don't know. I don't know how to even.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't even know if this is still in theaters by the time this trailer or this review comes out.
I like what they're trying to do, but is this going to be a Christmas classic? I don't think so.
No.
I can't see your kids every year going, "Ooh, can we watch Red One again?"
Right.
I think that's where it kind of failed, and I'm not knocking it because I did enjoy it, even though I gave it a 3. I enjoyed it. It just was long and a little, like you said, I go with you, just maybe a little fatigued on. Maybe I'm seeing too much Dwayne Johnson. I don't know, but there were parts of the movie that I truly laughed at. I enjoyed. I thought was fun, well done, and
yeah,
I give him props for that. It was a somewhat original idea. Superman, whatever. But
yeah,
I mean that's it. I don't have much more to say about it. I don't want to necessarily discourage people from it. Go see it. It's a fun movie, but I mean, mark some time.
If you're taking the family, if you've got kids old enough that they're not going to get squirmy at the hour and a half mark, and you need something that everybody can go see and most likely across the board enjoy, I'd say check it out for the holidays.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Anything else?
Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Easter Bunny. Wait, no.
Right. Anyway, please like, comment, subscribe, and let us know if you saw the Red One and what you thought of it. Do you agree with us? How many TPs or poos would you give it? Let us know in the comments. And like Andy said, Merry Christmas.
Or Happy New Year, whenever you see this.
Or, yeah. You could be watching this years from now.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Right.
This has been a Touch of Madness production, brought to you by the creative minds at Tommy Twins Media.